Hey y'all. Hello, everyone. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Y'all know I am Lee. This is JayLeesCorner. We'll cut the music down a little bit. Okay. How was everyone doing this evening? Let me know if you can hear me over the music. Okay. Look, I have said over and over again, y'all kept asking for a little late night conversation, some adult conversation. And so I was like, okay, well, tonight I will try to make that happen. Okay. We have a couple topics we're going to talk about. Okay. Thank you to Dwayne Pierre for the the super chats. No, the cash app. Okay. For Freaky Friday. Thank you, Dwayne, around here. Okay. Now, look, I will not be on camera. This is not about me being on camera at the all. Okay. I will allow people to come on if they want to. If you want to come on in the room, honey, to have a conversation or add a little something, that's fine. Now, look, it's going to be a time limit now. Okay. It's going to be a little time because we can't have too much now. You know what I'm saying? Like a little minute or two. Now, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, 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 dun. Okay. Do not forget to also like the video if you have not done so already. Please like the video. Okay. Y'all know this is a conversation, so don't be look. Like, comment, share that stuff. But I want to make something clear, before we get started. This will be an adult conversation. There will be conversation about all things adult like. You know what I'm talking about, okay? I should not have to say it. So I want everyone to know this is a judgment-free zone, okay? There is no judgment here. But I need y'all to also be conversational, okay? Because if y'all ain't gonna talk, it can't just be me. So please participate in the comment section, okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. So, hello to everyone who's popping in. I do not know how often I will have these because the schedule's kind of crazy. We may do them on Friday nights. I don't know. But I want to say hello to everyone who's tuning in so far. Y'all in the first 5 minutes, we give people time to come into the room, okay? Please hit the like button. In the meantime, while we're waiting, because I was late. I was a little bit late. I had to restart my computer because it was acting a little stupid. But hi to everyone, okay? Around here, okay? I hope everyone who in here is at least of age. Okay, please and thank you. I want to be sure, I'm saying? I'm saying that I am 40 years old. I need everyone around here to be of age. Okay? Quiet Storm Crew, what is up? Okay, hello to everyone. This live will not be 3 hours long. It will not be 3 hours long. It may be an hour at the most. We shall see. Okay, but not no 3 hours. No ma'am, no sir, no thank you. Okay. But hey. Thank you to Shauna Mo for becoming a member. It is always greatly appreciated to the members I have, to the new members, the old members, to the members. Thank you to you all. Okay. Thank you for becoming a member of the JayBirds squad. Okay. Now. Okay. Happy Friday. Okay. See, grown folks around here. So this is the thing. So one time, it was a couple years ago, I don't even remember what the conversation was, but sexual things came up, okay? And the first conversation that I want everyone to be ready for, let's talk about uninhibited desires that we need to express. Some folk don't understand that what you want, you have to speak about or whatever. And I think that back in the day, okay, people were not open to being open. People were not open to even having a conversation about sex. So people also weren't open to speaking on what they like. no one wanted to say, hey, I like this, I like that. So what I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna put the link to come on if you want to. But I gotta go on the tubes. Hold on, to put the so if you want to come on to comment, to speak, that is the link I just pinned at the top. You do not have to show your face if you do not want to. It is strictly up to you, but you have to be respectful around here. Okay, just know that. But I'm gonna leave that be. So again, if you have questions, put your questions in the comment section. If you want to, comment back. It has to be a conversation. Okay, it has to be a conversation. Yes, this live will be saved. It absolutely will. Okay, I don't delete my lives. I leave them up. Okay. Yeah, a lot of adults are still shy when it comes to sex. I find especially married women are shy. They do. I don't know why. I think people should know toys are fun. Expressing what you want should be fun. If you want to be choked, just say that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's your kink, that's your kink. Okay, if you like watching PORN, then watch PORN. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why people shy away from the conversation, but I also think that's why for so long I avoided having a live with something like a lot of people want to hear people talk, but they don't want to talk back. So that's the only way any of this will work, is if people want to be honest with the conversation, they want to say what's going on. I love the parties. I have not been to a toy party in a while, but however, in a while, Brian, a shout out to Family Guy, they are fun as long as the people there are open to there are all kinds of sex toys. There are vibrators, there are stimulants, there are lotions and massage oils and all kinds of things for men and for women. And the more people understand, if sex is supposed to be pleasurable, why don't people act like they don't know that? It's really supposed to be about pleasure for him and for her. That's the whole point. So whatever you desire, if you can't say that, how will you ever be able to have fun when you're doing it? I don't get it. Okay? Yes, if you like, okay? If you like being dominated, if you like being manhandled, if you like whatever it is you like, why not say that? Okay? You're right, Jaylee. So I would say what you like. It's so hard for folks to say. And I don't know why. Look. Sexual conversation is something adults should do. I think the reason that when we're younger, we don't know we're doing is because nobody talks about sex. And it's not like a taboo. Everybody has sex. We all got here because of sex. So it's like, why act like, oh my God, I don't want to have the conversation. No, why do that? That's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. See, praises to a little choke and stroke. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. I don't know why they shy either, because that's how babies are born. Ducked. And it's crazy because y'all be fucking. Ain't no virgins around here. Ain't not damn virgin round. Well, it's some virgin somewhere, but ain't nothing around here right now. Okay, a little choke ain't never hurt nobody. Now I said choke, not strangle, because it's a limit. Okay, don't put too much pressure. Okay, if I pass out, stop. Okay, if I stop moving, that means you did something wrong. You have to know how to choke and to stroke. Okay, and things like that. Okay, other older people have different generations and different values. These young kids have no boundaries. See. The reason I think, people, people my mom's age and my grandparents or whatever, older folks, I do think that's when it was really, really bad. There was no conversation about sex even being pleasurable. It was more let's talk about, don't have kids, don't get an STD. I'm like, no, but how am I supposed to enjoy it though? What does sex feel like? I don't think parents even explain to their kids or whatever what sex feels like, because the first time I had sex, I was 15, 16 years old, and I was like, that's it. That's I didn't even know what to. I was like, was it? I don't know. I don't even have a good or a bad recollection of it because I didn't know what it was supposed to be. So I can't remember what that feeling was. But what I do know when I was as an adult is I didn't have an orgasm. I don't even think I was like, moist. I don't think it was any like moisture down there because, I don't think old boy knew what he was doing. May he rest in peace. But because no one had a conversation about it, all you knew was the boy put his thing in or whatever, y'all hump around or whatever, and that's supposed to be it. Sex doesn't even get pleasurable until you're like in your like 20s. And even then, if you don't know what you like, if you don't know your desires, you're not even having fun. When I seen the chick Ruby Rose on lip service recently say how she just learned, and she's I think 23, she just had her first orgasm and learned how to. I was like, girl, wait. But that's typical because no one is ever saying, hey, this is what to do. Okay. Sex is incredible physically and emotionally when you're with the right person and when you both know what you like and want. All you have to do is communicate. Look, I am very, very big on communication. I I am big on communication. I am big on saying what entices me or entices him. I like for him to tell me because I'm like because it's not only about me either. I need him to tell me what he like because if he's not having fun, is he gonna help me have fun? So I think sometimes men and or women don't want to say, hey, I don't like that. I like this. Or hey, do more of that, do less of this. If you do or say more what you like, you'll get what you're gonna get. And then everybody ends up coming in the end and they have fun. But if you're just not trying to talk because you don't want to hurt his feelings or you don't want to hurt her feelings or whatever, it's not even, a good thing to do. I like pleasure and you can't get pleasure being quiet. Look, I don't understand people who have like silent sex. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think about when we were younger and you would have to kind of be quiet having sex because at that point in time you're young. You were sticking around. You don't want your parents to hear. You didn't want his or whoever. You didn't want whoever was the adults in that house to know you was fucking having fun. So I think for so long because you have sex so young, you're quiet when you have sex, and when you get older, you don't even understand how amazingly better sex is when you're vocal about it. You know what I'm saying? No one should be having silent sex. No one should be coming quietly. You should be able to, you don't have to be like a crazy screaming banshee, okay? But if you are a screaming banshee, that's fine too. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I just feel like, and I say that because, look, I ain't trying to tell my business, but you, even as an adult who does not want my neighbors hearing things, you still have to be expressive because you also want your partner to know that whatever they're doing, you're enjoying it. So that's a thing that I think is a good thing too. In older generations will be pregnant and ran and got married. We can do the math. It takes 9 months to make a baby. I agree. Just because I learned in sex education, not from other. And even sex education wasn't about pleasure. I think, the conversation between having, safe sex versus having enjoyable sex are two different conversations. I think health ed, sex ed should have let me know about safe ways to have sex, pregnancy, STDs, cool. But I want someone to tell me, hey, and not going to be real vulgar. Now, I told you this is an adult conversation. Okay, there's no judgment here. But no one has ever said to someone, when the penis slides into the vagina, it feels a little bit like heaven. Okay, when it's done right. Okay, and when you're not prepared for that amazingness, it can drive you crazy. I'm saying, even thinking back to like porn back in the day, I was like, man, who want to be out here sucking dick like that? They look dirty. They look nasty. They look tired. They all sweating, they drooling, all the spit, what's going on? That ain't even how oral sex is. But no one wanted to have that conversation. Porn is supposed to be like filthy, nasty stuff. It's like, no, porn can also be educational. It can show a woman the proper way to get her pussy ate. It can show a man the proper way to get a dick. I'm saying it can show things that's supposed to be done. Okay? I've been choked for real. No hands on the neck, please. That's your preference. You know what I'm saying? I've also been choked before for real. But I also don't mind a little bit choking, when things are going on. I can know the difference. I can tell the difference. My mother gave me a book. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I used to walk around the house in my ex-boyfriend's fire helmet and jacket. Okay, come on now. He was a firefighter captain. We got to keep the passion, love, and engine hot to the touch with that special person. You have to want to enjoy it from the start to finish. You have to also want to feel like the person you're with wants it. Because, if you don't feel like the other person wants to fuck, y'all ain't gonna fuck. And if y'all in the house together, he tired and you tired and y'all both just tired or whatever, it ain't gonna work. But if y'all can be running around, in fire helmets and fire, that's spicy. It lets the flame still be there. People have to still want to be wanted. And I think some people don't know that's also part of the pleasure, is to feel wanted. So when your man come home from work and he tired or whatever, that's cool. Hey, go take a shower real quick. Can you long day? Take a shower. And when he gets out the shower, give him some head. As soon as he steps foot out the shower, just start giving some head. And see where that leads you. And men should do that to women, should do that for us as well. You know what I'm saying? That we, take a shower, we come out, just start playing, we just start doing stuff to us. Get this shit started, okay? My sister didn't talk fun about sex. Honestly, I learned about boys and wives, not Sex in the City, and that was fake sex. That wasn't even really good sex. I mean, it was good sex sometimes. But even that to me was more fantasy than reality. Because in real life, everybody in the Samantha and everybody in the Charlotte, there are a lot of in-betweens. But people don't want to have these honest conversations and just say what they do or don't like. Even the fact that no one just, talks about masturbation. People should masturbate. That's the way to know your body. If you can't make yourself come, how can you expect anybody else to make you come? I don't know. How does that happen? Masturbation shouldn't be a shameful, not talked about, taboo thing. It really shouldn't. Masturbation is really just about you becoming one with your body, knowing how your body reacts to different things, knowing what your body does not like, knowing how you can stop yourself from coming and keep having more sex and then come later. That's what it's about. Why is the big deal about telling your person what you enjoy? My husband and I have always let each other know what's good and what's not. I think it depends on like the way some people were raised. And like me and my mom, and I know what you don't, because I'm like, mom, don't do that. My mom and me never had an in-depth conversation about sex per se, but we talked about sex enough for me to know, the do's and the don'ts or whatever. And I don't, because at that point in time, that's back in like 2000s or whatever. That was how the conversations were. And I learned about sex, I would say, just by having it. And even when I was having it too early, when I was a teenager, I didn't know what I was doing. I knew to use condoms. I knew not to get pregnant. I knew not to get the STD. I knew that stuff. And I didn't start understanding the pleasures of sex until I was in my 20s. But I already, so I already had too much sex by then. But once I figured out, like I didn't have my first orgasm until I probably was 19. I remember it, dog. Look, bruh, his name was Kevin. Okay, and he was my boyfriend or whatever, and it was the first time. Well, I had orgasms from oral sex. I had never had orgasms from intercourse, and he was the first guy I ever had an orgasm with intercourse. And it's because he does, you have to stimulate the clitoris. That's how you do it. And I was like, am I dying? Am I dying? What is going on? I've never noticed. And it's because he was more experienced than me. He was like maybe like 2 years older than me. But it was because, and that's when I realized I've been fucking for like 3 years for nothing. For nothing? I've been missing out, you know what I'm saying? Because no one had the conversation. Even my other female friends, my friends who, like, we would talk about sex. Like, we was really, really, we would really talk about it. And, but we wouldn't go into detail like, okay, this is supposed to, like, it was general, yeah, we fucking, it's big, and that was really it. Now, it's like, I wish the conversations would have been about what we should be doing, how it should be feeling, and the differences between the two. Because had I known all the time I was not having the proper feelings, I would have been fucking differently, okay? A lot of women didn't discover the sex was supposed to be right until some in their mid 30s and 40s. I was lucky enough to have come to that realization when I was in my 20s. And after that, I'm like, I refuse to be around here and not enjoying sex. That's stupid. I don't want to do that at all. Okay. Role play is great. This role play is also great. I love being another woman who gets all the money once I've met his needs. Okay. That is fun. Okay. I may try that. I'm just taking notes as well. So are we faking pleasure or not? Hell no. Not. I don't think as an adult, anyone should be faking anything. I also feel like you should not be rushing your body to be pleasured. I think some people want to rush to the end. And I get, like, if it's a quickie, if we don't have that much time, we're like rushing, cool. But when you have the time to do things, let your body just feel it out. Like, there's no reason to quickly try to come if you have time to just take your time. So I don't think anybody should be faking pleasure. Like, if if it's not working, say, hey, that isn't working. Hey, up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just say what it is. The same way when you park your car, you have to put in the spot the right way. You want to be around it the right way. And if no one says, hey, you're too close to the line, move over a little bit. Okay, that's just right. You have to want to be just that honest as well. Sex is a lot of health benefits. Enjoy, be safe, of course. I agree. I'm almost 35 and I've been married 13 years. Sex has definitely gotten better by the day. We're looking forward to our 40th. Amen. Amen. Because sex is supposed to get gradually better. The sex I had, the first time I had sex compared to the last time I had sex is two completely different scenarios. 15, 16-year-old Jaylee is not as well equipped as 40-year-old Jaylee. Even 30-year-old Jaylee. I learned a lot over the years. And not that I'm not like a fucking machine or whatever, but again, I've learned to not be unpleasured. I've learned to also want to be the pleaser. I think, it goes hand in hand. I think you also have to want to be with somebody sexually who also wants to please you, who doesn't mind, getting pleased too. It does have to go both ways. And you both have to be open to talking about whatever, even not about sex, even the stimulation of the mind. I enjoy. I'm a person, I feel like you have to take the senses away to make things interesting. So you don't always have to send someone a naked photo. You don't always have to send someone like actual porn. Send someone audio if you have an orgasm. Send someone um, just the audio of it. Let them hear you come. And then that will entice them to want to do things to make you make those noises for them. So, growth sexually and growth and even being pleasured or giving pleasure comes in different forms besides just actual sex. Um, you should want to be at home and he's at the DMV. I don't know, he's somewhere else, and you can send him something that makes his dick jump. And that can bring you pleasure too. You know what I'm saying? Because you are trying to stimulate a piece of somebody else who's in a whole other part of the world or whatever, and you're trying to make their body react because they can think about what you did, they can think about what they just heard. You have to want someone to not need to see you to want you, and I think that's a part of growth as well. That's also a part of having things be different. Because if you, and y'all know, like when I've done live before, and I've always said before, don't send your coochie via text. If he wants it, he'll come get it. Don't send your coochie via text. Don't send a coochie pic. Don't do that. Don't send him a video of you. Send him audio. Okay? I'm telling y'all. Okay? And even ask him to do the same. And it works. Just saying. You said it was a derogatory slur in high school. It was. I think because dick sucking, I think men use that. Well, people, men and women, use that term to make someone feel dirty. I'm not saying anyone should be sucking all the dicks. I'm not one to ever suck all the dicks at all. I am very, very particular about sharing myself with people because I'm like, I don't want my skills being known all over the world, Craig. I don't want that. However, as a grown woman, when you are with the person you're with and you trust that person, you should be sucking their dick. And they should also be in your cooch. That should really be happening. That's just a part of, being an adult. And you should also be able to say things about sucking dick that will make him want to do it again. Okay? And just say things. Send things. Okay? I might have to take a cold shower after this. It's okay. You know what? Go shower. Take a warm one as well. Take whatever kind of shower you may need. Okay? What's the difference between a choke and a gag? Well, I'm not saying I'm an expert. Choking, like a choking stroke, is when you're having sex, and some men also like to be a bit choked if you're riding them or whatever. But I'm a woman, and for me, there's a part of having an orgasm to where if they put their hands around your neck just right, it's just it's a euphoric feeling. You know what I'm saying? Now, gagging to me is when you are giving him pleasure. You're sucking his dick or whatever, and you're just going for the good old gusto. Okay, and it's deep in your throat or whatever, and you gag a little bit, but you have to back up off of it, take a little breath, and then go back in. You know what I'm saying? So choking to me is someone putting their hands around you when y'all are doing things or whatever, and then it's just a little like choke. With this, it's a little like choke, but a little like choking. Gagging to me, as far as what I have going on, is when you when the dick is in your throat, and it's hitting your windpipe. You can't breathe back there. Okay, you need some air. Okay, you need some air. I'm sorry I'm going slow with these questions, y'all, because I'm trying to get to y'all comments. Disagree, masturbation is how you learn what you like, and you can teach that to someone. Yes, it is. And I'm a firm believer in you have to be fully involved in your masturbation. You cannot be you can't masturbate thinking about coming. You have to masturbate just thinking about making yourself feel good. The coming is like the end. If you are masturbating and your main focus is coming, you're not even enjoying masturbating, truthfully. So because you have to kind of focus on your body, what is liking, what it isn't liking. You have to also build up the anticipation and build up the the mountain to explode. Basically, is what it has to be, and that's in my opinion, the best way to masturbate. Even do mutual masturbation. Sometimes sex doesn't have to always be intercourse. You can do mutual masturbation to where y'all both are getting each other off, but getting each other off without even having sex. I'm a firm believer in that. It's enjoyable. And even sometimes if you want to, just jack your dude off. A good hand job. Okay, a good hand job does wonders. I don't think people realize how men like hand jobs. Do some good lotion, some coconut oil, some good old, don't get nothing that's greasy. Don't get nothing that gets hot. No, get some good old fashioned, good little oils, you know what I'm saying? And just caress the penis or vagina. I don't know what one you like, okay? And, take it from there. But sex doesn't always have to be intercourse. Every night doesn't have to be, bang, 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 bang. Even if if you don't live with the person you're having sex with, have mutual masturbation nights, have FaceTime sex, have this conversation that will get you both enticed to do whatever when the other one is at work. It all goes around. It all goes around. Okay. Foreplay of some kind should be experienced during a sexual event. It shouldn't be last. It shouldn't be fast 3 pumps. And I'm done in a minute. No one wants to be the man says basically. That's true, but I also feel like if that's when you look, I think because sometimes we don't have time. So rushing isn't a bad thing either, as long as that's the plan. Every sexual encounter isn't supposed to be hours. I got work in the morning. I can't fuck for hours daily. I have work. I have YouTube. I have things to do. So I think a part of sex should also be making sure it makes sense. Not fucking for hours just to fuck for hours. That is this the thing to think about. Because we're not young and trying to prove a point anymore. Like, we are trying to enjoy each other. If our enjoyment is fulfilled in 30 minutes, as long as we both were fully engulfed in that 30 minutes together and not anything else, to me, that's the best thing. That's why I'm looking like, put the phones down, put some porn on, put some music on, you know what I'm saying? This fuck it on out, you know what I'm saying? Have conversation, touch each other, caress her pussy, do all of those things, like jack his dick off, okay? Suck a dick upside down. Just do things that make sense. Walk out naked for no reason. Just pull his dick out and put his dick in your titties. Just do things that you want to do. And then when it's over, it's over. Okay? I learned about sex from reading books. I read a lot of hood novels when I was younger, because hood novels was very popular for some reason when I was coming up, and there were a lot of sexual conversation. I write erotic shit all the time. I probably would have a late night read of some of my stuff. Um, However, um, you can learn from books. However, you also should just have an imagination about what you think you want to do. If you like anal, I don't. If you want, if in the back, if you like mission, if whatever it is, you have to just think about what you want to do and then just have that conversation. I cried when I had my first orgasm when I was 26. That's how I knew knew what it was. I didn't cry during my first orgasm. Um, I don't remember ever crying during sex that I can remember. However, I can imagine how great that orgasm was because you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? My ex brought me my first vibrator. It was a game changer. Look, I'm 50-50 on vibrators. For me, I don't want anything making my clit or my pussy think that that's what it needs to come, because vibrators do what dicks don't do. I prefer the dick. You know what I'm saying? So while I feel like women should experiment with vibrators and all that stuff, is cool, but you don't want to get dependent upon one, because if your pussy depends on the vibration of a vibrator, a dick won't work, because your clit can eventually just kind of just, you know what I'm saying? You know what? It can take you longer to come, or you may need that. So I'm like, be careful, but be careful, but have fun with it. You know. Also, little tip. Um, I be telling on stuff. So you can also use a vibrator and just put it right up under his balls. Like if you're giving head or whatever, you can put a vibrator right by his balls, because it gives extra vibrations, and that's just something I heard that people may like. You know, I'm just saying. Yes, the petite, not the petite. The older I get, the better my sex life is, because you have to keep growing. Okay, just keep growing. I'm 28 and I'm done faking. I'm gonna look. Faking should not be anyone's ministry, and I'm a person where I like a challenge. So like, you can try to fake it if you want to, but it ain't gonna work, okay? And to my knowledge, I've never known a man who has faked it with me, and if he, I just never been that way. Um, However, I do think that there are times when, um, if both people are pleasers, it can be a mind fuck if one person doesn't come, because it's like, wait a minute, I'm fucking amazing. What is going on here? So not only should we not be faking it, we also shouldn't be like holding it in to help please the other person. Like, you have to want to just let go. Okay. Have you ever had a young little tenderoni? I do not really like younger men at all. The person has to at least be my age. So no. I don't, I have a weird complex thing, like I don't be R. Kelly. So, not at all. Uh, this feels better when you're relaxed. Yes, really good when you get out. When you get out to sleep afterwards. Um, this is very true. I think vocal sex helps me sleep for some reason. So I think people should also, like, if you think about it, when you have sex, you have orgasms. Do you really voice how it feels, and just allow whatever words that comes out your mouth to come out your mouth loudly? And again, not being a screaming banshee, but just speaking, what needs to be spoke. I think I don't know if it's because, being younger, not being able to be loud because we're younger, and now looking like, no, you're going to hear what's going on. You're going to know. Okay, you're going to know what's going on, what's happening, all those things. Okay. Come on, Jaylee, with the sex education. I would do good I would do that. A good idea. Oh, the audio. Oh, I'm just not getting onto the audio. Yeah, audio works. Audio works. Freaky conversation works. Sexual innuendos work. Different things work for different people, but you have to find out what the person you're dealing with likes. If the person you're dealing with likes titties and not ass, well then send him tits. If he likes to hear his name, then when you have an orgasm, you send him an audio, you come in, moan his name. Because when you come, it should be about something or someone or, whatever. So if you're making him an audio of you coming, then moan his name. Like, say to him what you would say when you would come to me was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make him remember the reason, you know what I'm saying, he likes you or whatever. I like sending that text. I do too. I like sending dirty texts. I like getting dirty texts. I like watching men come. I like, send me a video. Now see, men and women are different. I feel like because we have coochies or whatever, men only have asses, dicks, and like chesticles or whatever. So it may seem unfair, but I do think men should send themselves coming to us more often because for me, I like that. And not from just anybody. I don't be sending no random shit to me. I don't do that. However, when men organically come and they are enjoying themselves, I do feel like seeing that is a turn on. So, send your girl a video of you coming. You know what I'm saying? Just and like no precursor, just like right when you about to come, just send that, and it helps people, know what it's hit for. Okay. Ooh, that the audio loves out here. Look, honey. Okay, it's the thing to do. I'm with you. This man gave me my first multiple LI 36. I'm with the same person now. 44. Oh, he's 44. I'm 42. Wet everybody's in the concept, and even just having conversations about, if you sitting around and you just wet for no reason, tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Because then it makes him think about what's going on. Okay. It's all about letting the conversation never stop. It's about just wanting to express what you want today or tomorrow or next week or next year, whatever time frame may be. Okay. Even if you're just like, if y'all not even fucking. If y'all not even fucking, that can be even better because you are building anticipation, and that can help because you both now know what the other one likes without even having to put the dick in the vagina because y'all had the conversation. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's great to have a lover with a creative imagination. Ain't nothing like being anxious to see someone that blew your mind the night before with 2-part. You know what I'm saying? Look, not even that. I want to be able to want you even if I don't see you right now, because I remember what it hit for, and I know what it could be. You don't always want to ruin the satisfaction of what's to come. You don't want to always be fucking because then it's like, okay, we always do this. So you also have to save something. You know what I'm saying? You want to not make it get boring. If you all like, I'll say this. I send titty pics often, and I'm always trying to figure out how to make my titties look different. Because I have the same two titties. But it's fun and figuring out just different ways to send something to make someone be anticipating to see the same titties. You know what I'm saying? That's funny to me. So I think that's a part of being creative. That's also part of just going to have like this fun shit or whatever. And that's fun for me. Okay. You should have you have to heighten the senses. Audio messages can be sensual and sexy just as much, if not more than visuals. Plus, with audio, you force your mate to use their imagination, which adds to the experience. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Okay. You cannot rely on visuals. Even if your man, your dude, your lady sends you a visual of them coming, you can still listen to it with your eyes closed. So it's like, even if you have the visuals there, close your eyes and then touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't suck dick with your eyes closed. Open your eyes. See what the person is enjoying about you pleasuring them. If someone tells you, you can't do this, I bet you I can. You know what I'm saying? Take on the challenge. Because sometimes a person will challenge you just to get you to go the extra mile. And you like, okay, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Surprise. I'm doing it because it's fun. And you never know what's gonna happen. Okay. Is it true that either you're a squirter or an oozer? I've seen both on the hub. Come on the hub. But I don't know if that's real. I'm just curious. Every person's body does different things. I believe that everyone has the ability to squirt. But some people are not squirters, and some people are not. I call them gushers. Some people are not gushers. You should allow your body to do whatever your body does. Like, nobody should feel like if they can't do one or the other, something's wrong, because that's just not true. Some people's bodies just react differently. I do know for a fact that some people just squirt easier than others, and some people don't squirt at all. But there is a trick to where, if you are not a typical squirter, while you're coming, if they just keep rubbing the clit or whatever, it will allow you to squirt. But not everyone can do that. Okay, so everyone is not an either or. It's just your body does what your body does, and that's kind of all you can even base it on. Some men like they love squirters or whatever. It's like, no, men love pussy, and that's like a bottom line. So it's not an either or. Like, but some people do squirt, and some people do, they do gush, and that's what it is. What is more pleasurable, length or girth? In actuality, it's the motion. I don't think it's because pussy stretches. Like, pussy pushes out babies. So someone's dick can be fat and short and be great. It can be long and thin and be great. You just have to know what to do with whatever you're working with. I think too many people put emphasis on they love big dicks. I've had huge dicks, and most of the time it's painful. It's also fun, but you have to get to the point where it's not even about size. It's about what they do with it. I've always said, you can die for a 2-inch knife if you get stuck right. You know what I'm saying? So the same way you can live through a 9-inch, knife. It doesn't really matter. People with big dicks sometimes don't know what they're doing because they have a big dick, and they think because it's big it's pleasurable, and sometimes it's not. And I've had that experience before. So for me, I just need the man to know what he's doing with what he has, because that's what pleases me. Um, so that's what's pleasurable. The action itself is pleasurable, not the size of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I've had amazing big and small dicks, but either way it goes, what I enjoyed the most was how they made my body feel. You know what I'm saying? Um, yes, coconut oil. Oh, okay. You see things around here, okay. So slipping and slide is fun for the sex. I agree. Hand job him with mixed berries puree. Wait, don't do that. No, that's gonna get messy. But let me skip down. We want to hear some stuff you wrote. Look, I have a way with words, very much so. There's a lot that I could say that I keep to myself, because I also don't be wanting to give away my secrets. And I also like to keep some of my good stuff to myself. But I think because, when we were younger, as I said before, that we weren't as vocal about what we liked or whatever. I'm very expressive. Even in my reviews, when I'm talking, sometimes I'm going to detail, I explain stuff differently. I'm the same way when it comes to sex. I'm the same way when it comes to conversation. I love conversation. Like, I love debates. I love just talking about anything from point A to point Z to 1, 2, and 3. And the front of that is also figuring out how to make anything that someone's saying sexual, or how to make that man dick jump when he in the DMV. Send him something that just makes the dick jump. So I'm always writing stuff to just entice not only him, but also to entice me, because you have to also want to make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? I cried during sex with my husband before, during a very vulnerable moment. It was beautiful. That's amazing. That's amazing. I like that by the balls. Oh, the vibrator. Yes. Because again, the balls, I'm not a ball person. Like, I don't like putting balls in my mouth or whatever. But I'm aware the balls like to be stimulated. Okay. So if you are a mouth pleaser and you're pleasing his mouth and you have a vibrator sitting around, and not even a whole full vibrator, but no, I'm not naked doing stuff. But if you have a vibrator or some kind of vibration device close around, you have to think outside the box. And also, it can make your dude realize that your toys can be used for different things besides pleasing your own body. And I don't think people think about the men in their balls and their, how they like to be vibrated or whatever. I'm like, get y'all, go to Adam and Eve and get y'all the G-spot, a G-spot stimulator. And you happen to want to give me some head or whatever, just cut the little vibration on, and I'm telling you, just put it right between the balls, put it right in the middle, and let it vibrate. And he'll like it. You know what I'm saying? He'll like it. Because it's just something different. Like, don't do them cock rings or whatever. No. Just, that's it. Little vibration. That's all you need, okay? Let me see. I want to see some more comments. Or put some questions in, okay? How far should you take audio, text, or pictures dating long distance? It depends on how much you trust the person. I said, well, number one rule: never send any naked thing with your face in it. Do not send anything that can ID you. That's not the thing to do. So when you send audio, look, you can send a video that's audio. Put the phone, my nose running out, huh? Put the phone, next to you or whatever, and hit record as a video. And let him see, the shadow of you moving around. Put the phone facing your face so that all he sees is your face. Become like, just do different things, but make it to where it's something different. If you are newly dating someone, don't trust them motherfuckers. Do not trust them. But if it's like your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, y'all long distance, send something to entice them. Send something they don't think, and like, don't warn them. Like, well, at least say, look, if you at work, don't say, like, if you at work, don't open this shit. Like, send that kind of precursor. But out the blue, just I call them good mornings. If it's 3 a.m. and you record some, send it to him at 3 a.m. So when he wakes up in the morning, he has a good morning. And it's, it is what it is. So yeah, take it as far as you trust that person, because you don't want to send something to somebody and you fuck around can't become president because they didn't leak your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't send do not send anyone, unless he's your husband, your cooch via text. That's my rule, period. Okay? You have to send the breast in different angles. You do. Look, different angles, different filters. Okay, you can also look. Now I'll give you a little thing. Send slow motion titty jiggles. Okay, you'll be surprised when you send him, out the blue slow motion titty jiggle. How he gonna think that the titties move in slow motion? Is that, what I'm saying? So, but because you have to just make things, because again, in real life, real life, we're all busy, working, kids, extra jobs, gas, all these things going on, we have to do whatever. So if you don't live together, there might not be this daily interaction, because shit is going to please this fucking COVID and all these things is going on or whatever. So you want to keep things spicy. I can't get bro with my eyes open. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm telling you, look, right now, look, go get a dick and suck it. Go get a dick right now and suck it. Okay? And then open your eyes. Now, I can't swim with my eyes open underwater. I can't do that. Now, that I can't do. Okay, I don't want the water in my eyes. But you can, you can. You just have to want to see what's going on. You have to be that enticed to it. And they say that giving head, you're making love to the dick, and you have to do that. And sometimes you have to look at what you love. Now, you might not love that person, okay, don't get me wrong, but you have to really be into what you're doing. And I feel like, look at it. Look at him as he, rolls his head back. You know what I'm saying? Allow him to fuck your face, or whatever it may be, because sometimes giving head ain't even about giving head. Sometimes you can lay back and open your mouth. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, it's what it is. It's what it is. I thought how to squirt. I haven't figured it out. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. Everyone can't do it. It's everyone really, really can't do it. However, I know for a fact that while you're coming, if they continue stimulating that clit, that's a greater chance of it happening. Okay, I'll say that. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. Or whatever. And you just have to sometimes want to, to let it be what it is. Okay. Was that good mornings or good mornings? It'd be both. It'd be both and stuff. It'd be like, good morning. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all of the above, because you want the person to have a good morning while you were moaning good or whatever, and then things happen. Things happen. What? We all know that the Lord is our Savior. Okay, please don't come around here trying to act like. Don't do that. Cynthia DGS, do not make me block you. Okay. Mods, if Cynthia don't calm down a little bit and follow the rules of what we're doing here, ain't no judgment around here, okay? Okay. Don't do that. If you see it again, go ahead and send her to Jesus. Okay. Go ahead and send her to Jesus. Okay, man. Let me that. Anyway, let me get back to the chat, okay? Because we don't have time for that. I'm like, what? Some people want other sexually when they've had great conversations when the person is smart. Was it accept? I can't pronounce that, but all I know is that's probably me. Anyway, I think it's based on how you feel, your comfort zone, how much you believe it is. I agree with that as far as them sending sexual things. I had to learn how to be open and vocal about sex when I was married, but it took a confident and patient man to help me really enjoy myself. He's an excellent lover. That's great that he is an excellent lover. I might need to de-spot. Look, yeah, I'm telling you, put it where it's supposed to be. It's called a G-spot. I think it's called a G-spot simulator. Go to Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? Yes, don't send cooch pics. Don't do that. Long as you take it slow, make sure your pics don't have your face in them or any identifiable tattoos. That is very, very true. I completely agree. Okay. I'm still like, it's okay. Because we've all done anyway, because it's been an hour. I told y'all I want to be about an hour, and that's really it. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna take a couple more. Well, let's see. Somebody popped on. I told it. Look, there's a link to pop one of you wanted to. So Raphael's popped on. Look, you got 60 seconds, Raphael. You get that? It's a time limit on it because we ain't got all night. Okay. So, Raphael.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm good. My fellow Detroit sister. So what are we talking about tonight that I have 60 seconds?
You came on, you don't know what we're talking about?
No, because I just came on to the video. I'm sorry. I'm your moderator. My bad.
You got to see this is an adult conversation.
Okay.
You have anything adult you want to add in the next 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say that I'm very sexual as a disabled man, and a lot of people think that just because you're disabled that you're not sexual, and that's just not true. That's just not true.
Okay.
None of the sort. Actually, I think it's a little worse.
What you mean? What is a little worse?
Like, as far as like our sex drive, just because we don't get it like normal people would. So it's like our sex drive is always, at least for me, I'm gonna speak for me, Jaylee. At least for me, my sex drive is ridiculous, and I want it to go down. But because people tell me, "Oh, you're in your 20s. That's what your 20s are made for." Because I'm 26, getting ready to turn 27 next month on the 1st of the month. So people tell me that's what your 20s are for. And then I ask people, what about the 30s? And they say, oh, well, your 30s are much worse than your 20s. And I'm like, okay, so what is it? But I I want to say that I really, really do enjoy like sex. But surprisingly, I enjoy seeing my partner happy more so than myself.
Well, that is good to know. So thanks for coming on, though, and we'll continue this conversation later, okay?
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
So what Raphael said is kind of true. You know, when you're younger in your 20s and even in your 30s as well, you are more sex crazed a little bit. When you get older, it is like you're not like that's not a main thing when you're in your 40s. It's not, but when you are, let me see. When you are younger, you do have a higher sex drive. Like it not that it goes away as you get older, but you just other things start to happen basically. But again, everyone should have sex, everyone should like sex. It is what it is. Lily, how you feel about your partner waking you up randomly out of your sleep in the middle of the night for some nookie? I mean, if I got work in the morning, leave me alone. I'm just playing. People like being woken up for sex. You know what I'm saying? As long as it is pleasurable. Don't wake me up to give you head. Don't do that. Like if you're getting up for work because you work earlier than me, you can't wake me up to give you head, but you can wake me up like fucking yeah. But I don't want anyone waking me up to please them. Like wake me up so that we can do some things. Like that I don't mind at all. Because it's like if it's sex when you first wake up, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Is because it's just it's fine. It's fine in my opinion. But everybody may not like that. Some folks ain't morning people. Some folks don't want to um be bothered sometime. And I'm not that person. I think you have to want to actively please each other. So if how you can wake the person up to do stuff. But it's all about what y'all talk about. I think that's the point of saying you have to have conversation and know what the person likes, because if not, it can get messy. And it can get like, why the fuck did you wake me up and y'all fussing, not fucking? Like, don't do that. My sex drive was high in my 30s. Mine, I'm not saying I don't have a high sex drive. I'm saying I'm just sometimes preoccupied with life for that to be a main focus now. And that's, I think what's different as you get older. Because like when you were young, like life was all about partying, having a good time, having sex. You really didn't have like to be responsible earlier when I was in my 20s, because life was a party. And you had to kind of just grow up. Like, you know what? Life can't be a party, but you can enjoy sex all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, that gets boring. Sit on his face like yes, sit on his face on him. You don't have to. I got to look. I don't. If y'all are against eye contact, I don't know. Did you like eye contact? I'll wait on replies. There's nothing wrong with eye contact. I'm not saying y'all should not be looking each other in the eye. But there's nothing wrong with you looking at what you're doing. Like, I don't think he should be looking at you. Okay, I don't think that that's weird. Like, don't do that. However, at some point, y'all both should be looking at what's going on, because he should want to know, what is she doing to my body? What is going on here? What is happening? You know what I'm saying? You should want that. Like, you should want him to, you should want him to be moving your head. You know what I'm saying? You should want him to want to try to grab hold of you. You should want that, because that means he's enjoying it. Someone putting their hands on your head doesn't mean that he's trying to um do it for you. It doesn't mean that you're not doing it right. It means he's enjoying it. I'm saying that's what it really means to me. And he should also be like, his body should be reacting, like his hips should be moving, because because a part of oral sex is really fucking each other's face. Truthfully, honestly, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, sometimes let them just finger you. And fingering doesn't always mean, literally fingering. You know what I'm saying? It means massaging the cooch. Okay, massage the lips, massage the clit, do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Build up the juices. Okay, build up the juices. Don't be quiet. For men and women. I don't want to give head and be quiet. What the fuck are you quiet for? Then I ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? So a part of it is, looking, like opening your eyes, seeing what you do. Because seeing it may make you want to do it better or differently. It may give you some extra vigor to, just move around and stuff. Okay? And that changes things. You know what I'm saying? You can open your eyes and then see how he likes it. You can see, okay, if I do this is a reaction. Okay, I should do that more. Okay, if I suck this way, you know what I'm saying, his whole right leg shakes. I can see it shaking, you know what I'm saying, or whatever maybe. It's like you have to pay attention to what's going on. If you can't see what you're doing, how do you know that he like it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Okay. Yes, it can be very sexy waking up to being aroused. Yes. Yeah, of course. It should be. If you woke and he sleep, just put your mouth on it. What's wrong with that? Is it clean? Yes, well, put your mouth on it. When you come in the house, just take a shower. I'm a firm believer, and before anyone's here, let me take a shot, because you never know what's gonna happen. Look, when you don't know what's gonna happen, you don't take a shower and you pissed because you did not know what's gonna happen. But if you just take a look the shower, and then all bets are off, because everybody clean, stuff may go down. Okay, and it's just dirty things going on or whatever. But you both are enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, either way is good for me. I want to see you enjoy it. I want to hear it too. Okay? Look. When someone look there's something about when a person is in their zone, okay, and their whole body looks different, like how they move look different, and it's like a lion stalking prey. So sometimes if you are, if he's, rubbing the clit, you know what I'm saying, with the hand, and like sucking a tit or whatever, and then he looks up and kiss, you know what I'm saying, and he looks you in your eye, like it's something about that. You have to open your eyes to see things, because that reminds you later on what you're gonna like later on. So some people aren't into kissing. I like kissing. I think it's, it's an intimate thing. As long as you know that person, and I like that. And you should also kiss slowly, because it should be sensual, truth be told, because you want to feel like someone is just taking you. I'm saying, and you also want him to feel like you're taking him. Like for the man should want to feel like it's okay for them to sit back and to be pleased, but also to want you to sit back and for them to please you. And to do that, both parties have to be wanting to see what's going on. Okay, so y'all open your eyes up. Stop closing your eyes. Don't do that. Has anyone figured out an easy beginning to anal? Because my partner turned on by the double orgasm, but the beginning I was hurt, so I don't want. Look, let me say this right now. That is not my cup of tea. Okay. Now, the next time we do this, I'll have someone who I know does that and probably be okay having a conversation. I don't, she, a good friend of mine, has always told Grace, I'm like, that's not my cup of tea. I've tried it in my past. It's not what I like. I'm always very, very happy if the man I'm dealing with, if I'm fucking, don't like it either because I don't have to deal with it. It's not my cup of tea. It just isn't. But that can be a topic for next time. But I think my friend would have an answer for that. Okay. Anyway, y'all, this has been over an hour. Not nobody tried and declined. Y'all, it's crazy. Definitely a difference between love and lust. Yes, there is. There very much so is. Okay. We're discussing lust right now. Okay. Right, love kissing. Kissing, you can't be out kissing with anybody though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing I'm like, look, you have to look, you can be single in these streets, but still not freely fucking whoever because you want to make sure the person that you're able to give your good skills to deserve the good skills. You want them to feel like, they've earned it. You know what I'm saying? They put the years in and they basically paid their dues to get this good head, this good cooch, this good kiss, this good sensual, whatever, this good adult time. You know what I'm saying? Look, we are discussing. I'm not saying love is not into sex, but what I'm saying is you don't have to be. I'm not saying right now that any of these things are about being in love with someone. So that's not. No. But love is amazing. When you find it, it's absolutely amazing. Okay. So yeah. Thank you, Norris. YouTube. Thank you very much. Okay. I feel like I'm coming to a climax. I'm taking it out of wait. If I feel like I'm coming to climax, I'm taking it out of her mouth out of respect because I think it's kind of selfish to not let your partner know when you're ready to erupt. Look, that is a great point. Okay. I think every man should announce when they're climaxing. But for me, because I like to hear that, but also just out of respect, no one should just be out here, just doing whatever else. Because I feel like, with oral sex, with men, you can still finish someone off, and then not be, what, this video is probably going to get flagged because I just think it is. Know who is okay with someone coming and stuff. Okay, whether that's them coming during intercourse, whether that's them coming during oral, have that conversation to know what they're okay with, because someone may not be a swallower, but they may be a catcher. You know what I'm saying? They're going to catch it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have that confidence. The main thing is to have the conversation. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you done got around 12 now, ladies and gentlemen, go lick some pussy and suck some dick. Okay? This is true. It's very, very true. Okay. This has been a whole conversation about a whole bunch of stuff. This has been a very much so a grown folks conversation. Okay. That we will have again. And okay. Wait, I think I saw somebody else say I once had a guy and we were both pierced down there and it was the best orgasm I've ever had in my life. I don't want to I want to look. I've never had a pierced person, so I don't know about that. I don't. It's weird. I'm scared. Okay, um, but let's see. Make your announcement. Let her decide what to do, and she might pull it out, might not. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I think telling I'm gonna end it on this note. Telling the woman who's giving you head that you're coming, it is you warning her. It's also you announcing that what she did is working. And for her to finish you off how she wants to finish you off, because even if you pop it out your mouth, you still just you get it out of there. And saying you make sure that the clip is emptied. And saying you empty the clip, okay, and then you get a warm rag for them, and you wipe them off. But to not say anything, I do think it's weird, because it's like, why would you not say anything? Like that you was trying to choke me to death, and why do that? Okay. I have to love you to the end of the earth to swallow. I don't mind, since I'm not a swallower. It's just not my cup of tea. But I also don't eat ranch dressing, so it's just weird. But you know, you just have to finish the job one way or the other. The same way, for men who eat our cooch, you know, you should announce you're coming. Because if he wants to back away a little bit and do whatever else, but not stop the motion of the ocean to make you come, it's fine by me. Okay. But the best thing that we've talked about all night tonight was conversation. Like, say what you want. I'm saying, if you want to fuck, tell someone you want to fuck. Because what happens is, ain't nothing worse than a bunch of fucking miscommunication, and then you didn't miss a time to fuck, and you could have fucked 4 times, you only fucked 3. You know what I'm saying? So, like, had a conversation. Send the good mornings. Okay, send beautiful titty pictures. Okay, tell that person something to make their dick jump when they're in the goddamn DMV. Okay, or tell them how you thinking that they dick make your cootie thump. Have the conversation. Okay, so thank y'all for tuning in. I am going to be very interested to see the comments in the comment section after this live is over. Because some folk are not into having grown folk conversation. Okay, not at all. I don't mind it. Okay, I don't mind it. Again, we may be back next Friday at 11 p.m. I will see if I can get my good female friend to come on through. I may not. I think she works because she has a gig. I think they have a gig tonight. But I'm gonna get somebody around here to add the stuff that I didn't add this time. Okay. I hope y'all enjoy the chat. I hope y'all have liked the video. I hope y'all have subscribed. I hope y'all enjoyed my calm voice. Okay, the music, the conversation, the tips, the tricks, the openness. Okay, as I told y'all at the beginning, there is no judgment here. Okay, can we close on the sir? Would you like to come? Would you like to come on and say something? Would you like to come on and end it with a prayer? No or yes? Because you can do whatever it is you want to do. Okay. This was fun. Okay. Um, gotta have a good night. And one way or the other, everyone tonight should have a good night. Even if all you do is have an open dialogue with somebody about sucking their dick. Okay? Right. Are you okay? If you missed a lot, watch the replay. I'm not gonna take this down at all. I don't take down my lives at all. It's gonna be here. Okay, this is a fun, freaky Friday. Okay, so I gotta go. It's late. I'm happy. I was scared this would not happen. I'm like, ain't they gonna talk? It's gonna be dumb. So I'm very, very excited that we had a good time tonight, that we were open to the conversation. Okay. Until next time, y'all, I gotta go. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace and blessings.